And hello everybody, welcome back to the 30th episode of Runescape on this channel. Excuse me. We have now 30... Oh, shift to pick up stuff, I forgot. It's not enter, it's shift. We have 30 episodes up. 30, we have a month of episodes. A full month. I've been doing this for a month. And in that month, I have gotten more subscribers than I have in a year before this. Which is really kind of pathetic when you think about it, but I think it's more based on the fact that this is a daily feature and not like just randomly put up whenever the hell I feel like it. Even though I still maintain that putting things up whenever the hell you feel like it is a great way to reduce stress, it's maybe not the best way to inspire loyal viewers. So there's that. One more. All right. We don't have thread, do we? Well, what we are going to do. Oh, I kept pressing enter to do that. 1 second. There. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Falador, and I have a purpose for this. Oh, I still have my fighting boots as well. I need to drop those off. Doop-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Come on. Budge over there. Go on. Go on. There we go. Okay. So, first thing, deposit these. Where do I want to put these? Down here, probably? Yeah. Deposit all of the runes. And grab out my thread. Just 10 thread will do. I don't need more than that. We'll just make... Yeah. Well, what's the XP? 25 XP for that. 25. 37 for the top. That takes 3 silk. 25... 25, 12.5. Okay, so it's the same as smithing for the most part. It doesn't really matter what we make. That all makes the same amount. Okay. Yeah, see, we've only used up 1 reel of thread so far. 2 reels of thread. I'm considering if this is worth it or not. I'm not sure that it is. In terms of long-term, like, crafting skill, essentially. But what we are going to do is something that I plan to do every month, as long as I'm playing this. We're going to hop over here. Yes, yes, we've reached the maximum skill cap, etc., etc. We're going to kill all these imps on our way, because why the hell wouldn't we? I don't know if I need... I do need those. I need those beads. I need those beads for summoning later, I think. Alright. Scatter the impious ashes. And we're going to go around here. Because I think you can do what I want you to do. This is a place I've never shown off before. This is the Makeover Mage. And the Makeover Mage can change your character from male to female and back whenever I want. So we are going to make a new character. How dark do I want my skin this time? We'll go with that. What was? See? And the character changes too every time. You seem all alive anyway. Thanks. Yeah, Makeover Mage. Tell me more about it. Every so often his chat head will just randomly change. That's what I'm waiting to see. Oh, you know, it probably happens, yeah, his physical aspect will change as well, so it's probably... Yep, there it goes. Sure, I'll buy an amulet for 100 coins. The Yin Yang amulet. Why not? I don't have an amulet yet. Okay, we're done here, but now we need to go to Varrock. Because, see, we're doing this... Oh, hey, a frog. We're doing this because it's our 30th day. Every month, we will be changing our character's appearance completely. So now I'm this, like... So I was the default, essentially. I accepted whatever randomness my character creator threw at me. Now I'm this sort of vaguely dark-skinned woman, etc. Should be cool. And now... take off all my armor, blah, 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 blah. Take off my chef's hat. Now, we are going to pick a new outfit. Start at the bottom this time. I usually start at the top. We'll start at the bottom. Stealthy gear? Definitely not. Definitely not. Beastmaster? No. Why does everything have a bodice? I mean, I like the rope sleeve chemise. Might stick with that. Ooh. That's cool looking. Reinforced tunic. You know what? Yes, let's go with the reinforced tunic. I can't choose sleeves. I can't choose wrists. Okay. Alright, so, what can we get now? Belted skirt. Spiked leggings. Interesting. A sarong. Nah, I don't think so. No. Oh, sleigh belt. Oh my. It's literally a pair of bear's arms wrapped around your waist. That is fantastic. No. Maybe. Not in this particular instance, but I do like that. I do like that robe, so... The miner's long shorts, the witch's full skirt, mage's divided skirt. I don't know what's divided about it, but okay. Those look interesting. Yes, we will go with those. Okay. But now, the color. We could just make everything white for right now, just to see what parts can all be recolored. It looks like just the fringe bit there. What about a deep mahogany? No, because I don't like the hands. That's the problem. I don't like the hands on this one at all. That looks okay, though. That looks okay. Sure. Okay. That used to cost a trifling amount of change. Now it doesn't. And then... Not here. Not here. Click the wrong one. We can go into here. And we can do hair. The bun, dreadlocks, long hair, short hair, pigtails, crew cut. I mean, everyone goes with, ooh, spikes, ooh, wild spikes, ooh. But no, that's boring. We're gonna do something else. Don't know what yet. Well, let's see. If we've got these reds, what if we went with like a greenish hair? No, that looks too weird. Yeah, we'll go with like a light brown. 60s, straight out of the 60s. No. Ah, the Princess Leia, of course. I know it well. Spiky ponytail. The Odongo. Dang. I mean, that's just sort of busy. No. I mean, it's kind of funny, but no. Yeah. Sure, why not go with that one? I can't get access to these, can I? What the fuck? Oh, and of course you have to buy them. For how much? Loyalty points? Really? 26,000 loyalty points. Are you goddamn serious? Okay, but you can buy, like, other characters' hairstyles and face styles that you liked. That makes sense. I mean, I could see that. I could see that. That is an appropriate use of microtransactions. Yes. That's me now. Ooh, I look severe. Like, I look angry all the time. I look angry at that hair that's in front of my eyes. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Then I put on the chef's hat. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Badass. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Bam. Done. We're just gonna mine rune essence for the rest of the day, probably. How long have I been recording now? 11 minutes. We haven't done that much, have we? Is there a short quest I could do at that time? I'm looking for a short quest. I don't really know of any super short quests that I could do in that time. I don't really want to do something huge and long and drawn out, but... Alright, let's drop you off there. You all can get dropped off there. I'm just resorting all of this. Oh, if we're going to use these for summoning later, then they need to be in our summoning equipment area. Or in our members skills area. There's nothing else here that's of any value. No, okay. So, let's get started on that. So, I don't know how many of you watching have any idea. Well, I mean, no, there's not enough people to say, oh, some of you live in Charlotte. No, you don't. 99% chance you don't. It is currently snowing down here in the heart of the in the north of the South, the northern portions of the southern regions of the U.S. But we don't get snow down here more than once or twice a year at most. It is currently snowing. It's not a hard snow, but it's definitely snow. And it's definitely sticking to everything. The trees look beautiful today. It is magnificent. Thing is, where's the portal now? There it is. Thing is, down here, everyone just loses their minds every time it snows. Every single time, everyone just panics like the sky is falling from the heavens. The sun dries up. The rivers dry up. The sun is occluded. The roads become impassable with this less than a quarter inch of snow that's stuck to them. It's magnificent, really, the way they panic. Like, I work at a Walmart, and yesterday people were just panic buying water. I saw people walking out there with carts full of water. Like, walking through the checkouts with their carts just completely full of bottled water. And, like, thermal blankets and stuff. And I'm like, really? Really? You know, this is like, it's called winter. These things, they happen every winter. This is called snow. And some of you are old enough to remember when this city actually froze on a regular basis. Like, some of you are old enough that you were born before global warming kicked in to this extent, and you suffered through winters like this basically every year. Like, this quarter inch of snow is what Charlotte used to get like 50 years ago. So anyone who's over 50 remembers all of this happening just fine. And it should not be a surprise to them at all. But it is. It is because people are idiots and have the attention spans of goldfish. And they don't recognize patterns. But that's a rant for another time. I could rant on that for hours and hours, how patterns determine our lives, and if you can't see the patterns, you will fail at life. But no, it is snowing, and it is beautiful out. It just looks amazing. Everything's carpeted in white. All the edges are softened. All the brown is muted and dulled. All the grossness, the cigarette butts and the dog poop on the lawns of this apartment complex are all covered over by snow. All the puddles are frozen. Snow makes the world pretty. That's really all there is to it. Snow makes the world beautiful. I wish we were getting more of it, and I wish it would stick around for longer. So the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system has already had canceled classes for the day the night before. And by the night before, I mean they had canceled classes for the day at like 7 p.m. last night before a single flake of snow had fallen, before it even thought about falling. They had canceled snow. Oh, they canceled the snow. No snow for us, thank you. No, they canceled the schools. They canceled schools for that. I think it's Durham County, but don't quote me on that. I think it was Durham County that canceled all classes for the next week, or for the rest of the week. So it is currently Wednesday. They've canceled all classes until after Friday because of this snowpocalypse that we're getting here. This horrible disaster of a half-inch of snow. I mean, seriously, I'm looking out the door. I'm looking out my window right now, and sure, there's snow on the parking lot, but there's no snow out on the road. There's no snow on the road at all. It's perfectly clear. It's wet, sure, but all the roads are iced. If you people would be sensible down here and drive about 10 miles under the speed limit, you'd get to where you were going with no problems at all. Now, obviously, I don't begrudge the kids their snow day. You know, those things happen rare enough these days. But you don't have to, like, make this federal fucking issue out of it. Like, oh no, we're all gonna die in the cold. No, you're probably not. You're probably not. I saw an imp around here, didn't I? Did it teleport away somewhere? Probably. I want to kill it. I want to kill the imp. Yeah. Whatever. Teleport to Aubrey. I've got 100 XP left to go. That's 20 more. Oh yeah, I'll get a level this time. Wonderful. This is actually really good XP, which is very surprising to me. Like, it's not good at high levels, but it's good enough for low level. Okay. I'm total level 434 now, with 173,000 XP. That's cool. 173k. I think mining is now my highest skill. Yes, it is. And even that is not even 1% of the way to 99. It's going to take a long, long time. Let's look, actually, I was just thinking about this. Let's look at Lumbridge. Can we do all of the easy tasks now? No, we need 30 smithing. Okay. 30 smithing. Yeah. I should go mine more iron then, shouldn't I? Sure, right after this inventory I'll go mine more iron instead. But no, I mean, it's beautiful outside. And it's not like it's brand new either. This isn't like... If we were living in Texas, or, you know, El Salvador, or somewhere else where it's very, very warm, you know, anywhere tropical, I could understand their panic at the sight of snow. But this is a temperate zone. Temperate means that the temperature doesn't go too high or too low. It's supposed to be a temperate zone, but right now we seem to be living in what is essentially a tropical zone. Thanks, global warming. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful, though. I much prefer snow to rain. I would rather have snow over rain any day. I don't have to use an umbrella for snow. I can just walk. I can just walk around. Alright. Let's kill the imp and then mine the iron. Oh, regular ashes. I don't need them. Great, those are the first ashes I picked up. Now they'll be in my loot table forever. They'll be in my loot forever. Offhand, bronze sword, bronze gauntlet, bucket, wheat, super large egg. Hi. Oh, you're a hardcore too. But you spend tons of money on stuff, and I don't want to talk to you. So, you know, fuck off. That's what I'm saying. And by fuck off, I mean I'll fuck off to another world where someone isn't mining this stuff. Yeah, you could tell. He was like, oh, look at me, I'm floating in the air, and I'm punching rocks to get the ores out, and blah, blah, blah. No, you're just kind of a douchebag. Steroth? I don't know who you are or what you want. Examine. Well, you're wearing Pathfinder gear still, so... You're no threat to me. At least you're not wearing any obnoxious, anythings. I should do Demon Slayer very soon, shouldn't I? Alright. Kill the imp. Okay. And keep mining. There we go. Yeah. Iron is definitely a better better leveler than Runescence, but come on, there we go. So I'm going to keep mining iron. I'm going to mine iron for the rest of the episode, probably. This is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode. I'm sorry. We'll do a quest tomorrow. We'll do Demon Slayer tomorrow. That's what we'll do. This new face will go kill demons. Speaking of new faces, no, I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, I've been plowing through H.P. Lovecraft lately, his books, and I think I've passed all the good ones because I'm getting into the really shitty ones. Just the really, really bad ones. And I mean, like, books that are, like, the menace in the book isn't some eldritch horror from beyond space and time, it's Asians. Or something like that. It's like, there's a short story called The Street, where literally the enemy in the story was all these filthy immigrants that moved into the street, which used to be populated by old white Puritans. And it's like, oh, after the war, all these, the street remembered all the fine, upstanding young men with their pointy hats, and now it's all these ugly, dark-skinned people who don't care about anything. It's like, really? That's the route you're going here, Lovecraft? Seriously? I mean, you wrote all these awesome horror stories about, things beyond time and space, and then you're writing about the Yellow Menace? No. Fuck off. I'm reading them because I'm hoping beyond hope that there are some good stories still to come. There's at least some good ideas that I can, salvage from the ruin of his career, essentially. Oh, look, another chef's hat that I don't need. Wait, where'd that imp go? It was over here a second ago. Where'd it go? I don't know, but we'll be fighting guards from now on, I think. But, yeah, the guards in Falador, maybe. Yeah, seriously, how is that? I mean, I get it. It was the 30s. Everyone was a little racist. But you could maybe be a little less racist? Especially considering that, I mean, and let's be fair, he wasn't, it's not that he hated a certain class of people, it's that he hated everyone who wasn't his class of people. Everyone who wasn't old, white, Puritan, or not old, but old family, traditional white Puritans, he didn't like. And so a lot of his stories have that tinge in them, right? It's like, oh, this was a grotto of an ancient, deity, one of the Cthulhu stories, where they found a soapstone carving of Cthulhu, or whatever, and it's like, this grotto was used by various Negroes and half castes and stuff like that. No, shut up. I feel bad saying those words. Even though I'm just describing what he said, I feel bad saying those words. They're terrible words. But, so, he does that, and it's like, one of the stories was set on a German U-boat during the war, the First World War. He didn't write anything after the Second, so I don't think nothing yet anyways, has mentioned the Second World War, or called the First World War the First World War. It's always the World War or the Great War. So, it tells me that he didn't know about the Second World War. He wrote in the 20s and 30s. But it was set on a German U-boat, and it's like, even though this man said that a terrible thing happened, but he was what was it? He was a filthy Alsatian swine, i.e., someone from a certain region of Germany. So it's like, he wasn't just, it's not just a skin color thing. He literally hated or was unfond of everyone who wasn't his particular breed of human. It's very, very strange. It's a very odd attitude to have for someone who writes about how insignificant all humans are. I think that might be why a lot of his stuff doesn't come off as horror to me, because what's horrifying to someone with a strong, Puritan Christian upbringing is not so horrifying to someone who already knows that the universe hates us, or at very least doesn't give a damn about us one way or another. So when he says, "Oh, the universe," I found out, my character finds out the universe is void and has no meaning, and we were created as a joke by the old gods. And he's, his character's like, "Oh my God, I've just gone insane from the revelation." And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I knew that already, but okay. That's why I don't see his stuff as horror so much as it is sci-fi written from the perspective of a person who's never been interested in science. As horrible as that sounds. Alright, I need to mine 4 I don't remember if I need copper or tin now. Crap. But I've got too much of one and not enough of another, so I don't remember which one is which. But I like the imagery he uses. I like the imagery, and I like the world that he's built. A world of Acti potion. No, fuck that. That's useless. I like the world that he's built up. The one, you know, with all sorts of things that mankind doesn't know about yet. But I find that the direction that he takes in exploring these things is childish at best. Here's a question now. I had plate armor as both man and woman. Yes. And props, by the way, for not giving me a chainmail bikini. The plate armor is relatively sane in its application. The bare arms are a bit weird, but whatever. You know, it's relatively sane. But here's my question. As a man, my plate armor looked one way. As a woman, my plate armor has somehow grown a narrow waist and boobs. I didn't realize that plate was so easily bended. I mean, you go ahead, find a big sheet of iron and bend it like that. I mean, like, come on, right? How do you do that? That actually used to be a thing. Way back in the early days. Oh, it's been 31 minutes already. Well, I'll finish up this story then real quick. Way back in the early days of RuneScape, right? You actually had male and female variants of armor. And men couldn't wear the female variants and women couldn't wear the male variants, with the justification, of course, that it wouldn't fit. And yes, a lot of medieval armor was fitted to the person wearing it. So you had armor that literally only you could wear, or you and someone with a very similar body type could wear. You know? And that makes perfect sense, really. That makes good sense. You know? Armor would have to be fitted to the wearer. Ooh, Spirits of the Elid, another member's quest that I can't do yet. But no, back in the early days of RuneScape then, they had male and female armor variants, and you had to go to, remember that blacksmith shop that we sold stuff to in Vark? You had to go there. He would change your armor from male to female. And they still have plate skirt and plate leg variants that he would also change. I think he still does change them. But yeah, there's plate skirt and plate legs, but they're non-gendered. Men can wear plate skirts, women can wear plate legs. That's not, you know, it's not a gender thing, it's like a style thing. Honestly, we need more style choices like that. Armor pieces that are literally equivalent, but different in look. That would be interesting. Because, like, for high-level armor sets, right, you've got stuff that costs millions and millions of gold. But maybe you'd have a less desirable armor set that doesn't look as good, that costs half the price. Because the player base doesn't find it to be as useful, so they can't sell it. They don't sell it for as much. Even though it has the exact same stats, it costs half the price. But then, of course, everyone would buy that one as their first set, which would drive up the price. See, you got that actual, literal player-run economy going on. Always good. But yeah, I would love to see more of that in RuneScape. Like, just choices of armor. But on that note, we have to leave it here. I will glare out at you from under my hair. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun.